We are back. Man, I'm so glad to be back. I missed y'all. Yes. And tonight's guest, man, if you're from Chicago, you got to know who she is. Matter of fact, she just joined us. Y'all ready? Let's get started. I missed y'all so much. Had to get a few things together. There she is. Hey, beautiful.
You look pretty.
Do I?
Yes.
Yeah, okay. Well, thanks.
Yeah, I didn't get a chance to get glam. I live all the way in the boondocks.
Listen, let me tell you, nothing that a little BB cream and a filter won't fix.
Okay.
Okay? Because that's all I did. Trust me.
Oh, it's good.
I'm thank you. I'm so glad you could join us. This is a long time coming.
Oh, I know.
I've been yes, I've been wanting to get you on here for a minute. So this is perfect. And this is the perfect comeback because we took a couple of weeks hiatus, had to get a few things constructed. I'm under construction. But we are back. And if you guys don't know, and how the hell don't you know what rock have you been under? But this is not other than, I would say, marketing maven guru,
Okay.
Miss Brooke.
Hey, thank you. Hey, y'all. I'm finally here with my sister. You know, you are like one of the first people that I met when I came to Chicago that actually, you know, I feel like you saw something in me a long time ago, probably even before. So I remember that. I remember all of that. Yes.
Yes, I always remember, and it's been 10 plus years now. I remember so sweet, so genuine, always, so like, just like almost like angelic, even. I was like, oh, she is too sweet.
Thank
What's
you.
she doing? She's so sweet.
Thank you.
But yeah, you've always been a sweetheart. Always been, and I've the thing is, a lot of people don't know is I don't know if they followed you from the beginning, but I followed you. Hey, Hurricane. And I have watched you grow tremendously and do some amazing things. And I'm so very proud of you.
Thank you.
Um, I truly don't believe you get all the accolades that you deserve, but I've watched you come a long way and go crazy. Like, you to go in this
Thank you.
as far as marketing and promotions, doing events. You are our go-to, and I think it's so dope that it's a female who's doing it because a lot of times you see males in the position of promoting, and so I know it ain't been easy.
No, it hasn't. It has not. Mm-mm. No. And that's one of the things I really stay genuine, organic to my story. This is not just like, oh, you do. I tell people like I put in my work. You know what I mean? Like it takes a lot to get respected in Chicago, period. But not only, as a female, but in a male dominant industry, you definitely have to stick to your guns and, have to say what it is that, you believe in or your goal because you can get washed away with everybody else. So, you know,
Yeah,
it's just about staying consistent and determined and not and really just those layers. It's like that tough skin because I could have gave up a long time ago, but I am so glad that I didn't. And
me too.
yeah, everything happens for a reason. I came to Chicago with the dream and the hope of being an actress. I first came here. Yeah, I came here when I was 17. I went to Columbia College, Chicago, and
Yay, Columbia. That was my school too.
yeah, so like it started from there. A lot of people don't know that back history about myself, but
Yeah, because I didn't even know.
yeah, so then like when I remember I was even interested in, even thinking about like radio at the time and you like, you need to go to this school. And I went to that school. I went to that school and it's just been a crazy journey. Just I always tell people, you have to go through the transition, you have to go through the journey to kind of get to, you know, to see where it is that you're going to end up. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
it's a process, and you have to trust your process, whatever that might be. Yeah.
And has it been more difficult because you are attractive? Like I could see if it was somebody that was ugly who was trying to climb up the ladder, might not be that difficult. But a lot of times I find that I hear the same story redundantly with women who are in powerful positions that are attractive, that they have a harder time being taken seriously.
Yeah, for sure, definitely. And I think at the time for me, it was being attractive, being young, not being originally from Chicago. So I had all of these um, things that kind of went against me. But you know, I was born with the resilience. You know what I mean? Like I knew that I wanted something more. And the thing about it was I went from just being like a party girl to actually, you know, going to the party, then getting noticed, being asked to be at tables at the party, buying my own table at the party, being a promoter at the party. Uh, you know what I'm saying? It's just like, but you know, it's just about elevation, and it's just about using what you have, you know what I mean? But a lot of times, you know, people think that you have to maybe sleep your way to the top or talk to this guy and talk to that guy, but it's not all about that, you know what I mean? Like if you stay true to who you are, like you will gain that respect, you know, no matter what position, you know, you're in. I think for me, you know, I'm the biggest curve. Like I will curve somebody in a second. So, you know,
I've witnessed the curve.
I curve somebody in a second. You know, I always like you know, I'm polite, I'm nice, but you know, when it gets a little bit, you know, uncomfortable, then you know, I'll be right back. I'll be right back. You know, let me make sure this person
Mhm.
good or whatever. But
I've witnessed the curve because I've had a couple of my homeboys like, damn, who was that? I'm gonna try and holler, woo. I'm like, yeah, it ain't gonna be that easy though. And they'll try it and they'll get
you know what? And like I always believe, like people say, you know, you don't get high off your own supply. Like you can't. Like in my field, like I work with guys, and if I allow myself to be available to every and anyone, then that's messing up my money. You know what I mean? A lot of times, you know, any men, women, we get caught up in, you know, the time or the emotion. Like, no, I'm about my bread. So, you know, and that
run that bag.
yeah, that kind of worked in my advantage when it came to the promotion game because, you know, for me, it's like I'm a woman. I've been there. I've been in the situation where, you know, the promoter, the guy, they want you to come out. They want to use you. They want to sit you at your table. You know what I'm saying? Like they make
Make all the money off of you and not give you a
they're making
dollar.
all the money off of you. They're not offering you no job. They're not offering you to serve nobody, nothing. So I was
Give you a bottle and be like, here,
right.
and not even Top Chef.
Right. And so that was really how I came up with the idea of starting my own company, the Mackey Firm, because I wanted to be, you know, an outlet or a go-to person here in the city for women that wanted to maybe be involved in the nightlife or the industry, but not necessarily have to deal with, you know, the aggravation of having to be, you know, a club, you know, or whatever, you know what I mean? Or, you know, just, you know, like at the end of the day, like I would tell some of the young ladies that I worked with, like, you know, these guys keep asking you to come out and, you know, you got to get your hair done. You got to get your nails done. You got to get your makeup done. Like it takes effort into going out to be sitting there cute at the table. Like, what are they doing for you? Like, are you making any money off of this? Are they giving you anything for hosting? So like for me, I always believed in sowing that seed back into, you know, other young ladies. And, you know, that's what I feel like set apart for me with the other guys promoters, because at the end of the day, like I'm not looking to take nobody home after the club. Like I'm about my bread, you know,
Right.
and building my clientele. So that's kind of like what I felt as a disadvantage, that disadvantage that people put over me. I use that to my advantage. Yeah.
And you said you're not from Chicago. I know where you're from, but for those who don't know, where are you from and what brought you here?
I'm great. So We like cousins.
Yeah.
I like to say I was born in Detroit, but I was raised in Chicago because all of my, I mean, I came here when I was 17. I was still a baby. So it's like all of my adult life, you know, I've been here. And, you know, Chicago actually was a plan B for me. Again, you know, I started as, you know, studying theater and acting. So I actually came here for a Juilliard audition, believe it or not. Yes,
Oh wow.
it was at the Hyatt, the Palmer House, Hilton downtown. They had a Juilliard audition, and I came there, came to Chicago for that when I was 17, and I was just, and I got the first call back, but I didn't get the second one. So I told my mom and my grandmother, my late grandmother, who was in,
Love your mother.
yeah,
Love, love, love your mama. So
Chicago,
sweet.
not that far from Detroit, and Columbia was my plan B. You know, it's still artistic or whatever, but I had no idea, you know, what, because I came from, you know, like more of a religious, strict household. Like I had no idea being thrown into the city. like, like, you know, like city girl, like that was the definition of, I was definitely a definition of city girl coming here.
And you literally got thrown into it.
Yes, I had no idea. I was like, oh, okay, like I'd never been to a club before. I'd never been to nothing.
Wow.
This just the beginning of, you know, what, of how I started, and you know, just journey. I look back, I'd be like, man, this is, it amazes me, but I thank God that, you know, like I was able to go through all of that. Yeah.
Yeah, it builds character. And for those who don't know, tell the audience what are, or who are some of the celebrities that you've hosted or that you've done events with.
Oh my gosh, man. Any, a lot of them. I can't name. We've done Chris Brown. We've done like all of the big names. Like I've done so many parties with so many like athletes, celebrities. There's not too many. I mean, maybe like the younger guys now haven't touched, but like, man, like any and everybody. Like I've done um parties and, you know, events here in Chicago. Also done things in LA and, you know, Atlanta and Miami. So, you know, once I, you know, begin to build my relationships and my network, you know, I start expanding, making, you know, other connections in other cities. You know, that's really what it's, you know, all about. You know, you have to utilize every opportunity and every door to, you know.
Absolutely.
Hmm.
Absolutely. And you got actually an event coming up tomorrow? I mean Saturday?
Yeah, it's Saturday, so I'm doing a Mother's Day brunch. If you guys don't know, I am a mom. My daughter is 19 months.
I was getting to that.
Yeah.
Yes. Love her. I have not seen her up close and personal yet.
Oh my goodness. Like, I told her to like take her. She would have been all up in.
She is so gorgeous.
Thank you. Yeah, and you know what? Like I just, I'm just enjoying, you know, just being happy in this moment, and being a mom. Like, man,
How
like
is it for you? Because you're so used to it just being you for the longest, you being on the go, you being able to pick up and do this and go here and do that.
um
How is it?
it was definitely a transition. I mean, it's still a transition, you know. I was super, you know, when I was able to um gain enough independence where I was able to, you know, establish myself on my own with my company. You know, if you guys don't know, I am the Cavassier influencer for Chicago. So when I was able to start securing contracts and deals and able to provide for myself and able to get up and go and fly here and fly there, and, you know, so right in the peak of, you know, me kind of getting like, you know, I'm feeling it. Okay, you know, all my
She
ladies.
was like, hey.
Yes, yes. So, yeah, Dior happened. Dior happened, and you know, when me and her, you know, my father was pregnant, you know, her father and I was talking, and we are just like, okay, are we gonna do this? Like, okay, we do this, and you know, and some of my motivation, which, you know, the media is crazy because, we're so caught up in like social media and everything. Like, okay, I'm like, well, if Beyonce can have twins and 3 kids and do Coachella, and Cardi B can have a baby and pop back, and this, I can do that. I can do that. Like, I can, I hid my pregnancy for almost 7.5 months. Nobody knew
I did it.
yeah, nobody knew I was pregnant, but like it showed in my face almost immediately. And people were like, you look different. I don't, getting mad, getting offended.
I
Like,
thought she was just like super well rested. I was
yeah,
like, damn, Brooke look good. I'm like, she must just be in love. She taking
right,
it easy. But
exactly.
I did not have a clue.
Yeah. So I played along with that because in my head, I'm like, I got to keep working. Like, I wasn't, it didn't settle in. I wasn't, I say like I had a plan, like I'm a big planner, but I like I was not prepared as I thought I was prepared. I like when she came, I didn't know, like I'm a first time mom. I didn't know what to expect.
You can never prepare for
Yeah,
them.
I had a beautiful pregnancy. I did yoga and I had a doula and I had, I didn't have stretch marks and I didn't have morning things. Like I had like the perfect pregnancy, but then when I got into labor, it was just like, what is this? Like
Girl.
went left and she was perfectly fine, but it was me and I was just like, I wasn't prepared. I wasn't prepared to be in labor for 28 hours. I wasn't prepared to have cesarean. Like I wasn't, I'm into my body. I'm into, like you said, like this is my money maker. This is what, so like going through all of those things and just having to kind of like let it all settle in, it was difficult. And just now they say it take around 2 years sometimes to go through your postpartum. I'm kind of getting to that point where I'm just like, okay, like I got this, but nobody talks about the postpartum like they should. Nobody, says, hey, you're not crazy, like it's okay.
Right.
you
It's
know
okay that you cry all the time and that you feel some type of way and that you don't know whether you coming or going sometimes.
yeah, exactly. So I
Yeah.
feel, but again, like even like her coming into my life and me being able to go through that, it just opened my eyes and my heart to just love in a different type of way. And now even more, it's like as things are happening in my life, it's happening with my career and what it is that I do. And it's like I never thought that I would be, connect. I always had a heart for women, but now that I'm a mom and you know what I'm saying, I'm like, you can be a cool mom. You can still, be in the industry, be a boss, you can still be yourself. You can still be attractive and still, have it going on and be a mom and still be getting it. Like there's no manual to that. It's no like, oh, you have to sit in the house or you have to, you know, get fat and ugly. You know what I'm saying? So it's like you have
And lose yourself. Right. Essentially
to
lose yourself.
lose yourself, and it's all about having, if you don't, have family and that support that goes around with you, you just have to, ask God to send the right to you, because at the end of the day, it does take a village. It takes a village to raise a kid. It takes a village to go through your postpartum. It takes a lot, and a lot of people, don't appreciate, what a woman goes through. And so now,
Oh yeah.
yeah, so now this is just a whole total different meaning. Like I remember some of my friends, like they couldn't come to events or they couldn't do things because of their children. It didn't like I'd be like, oh, okay, but it didn't register to me then. But now I understand. I understand, like, oh, you tired, or oh, you can't make it, or oh, your baby just acting like they lost their mind. Like,
A fool. A whole fool.
and so
Or why when you was walking out the door, she should have her back.
yes,
Yeah.
exactly. I'm just like, oh my God, like this is a whole different ball game. Like I salute every woman. So going back, yeah, I'm doing a Mother's Day event on Saturday. And actually, I don't know if you know, but I am coming out with a book. Um, yes, it's called The Mommy Influence, and it's basically the story of me and my background. Quick, short story, but just a guidebook of saying how to stay an influential mommy while building an influential brand. So
No.
yeah, so like I'm just grateful, you know, and I thank God, you know, for allowing me to use my platform, you know, in a positive way. A lot of times people put ceilings on you or put, you know, stereotypes on you, but at the end of the day, like, you can break all of that. There is no stigma or no nobody can tell you what your destiny is going to be or who you're going to be or who, you know, they might think of you or think, but like at the end of the day, I totally believe that, you know, God has the final say. And I,
Oh yes. Oh yes.
so like,
Oh yes.
I appreciate, like, you know, my following, and, you know, I always stay true to like how I started and where I am now. That's why I feel like, you know, the supporters that I do have, or the following that I do have, they are, you know, organic and genuine, because they can relate and say, oh yeah, I seen her do this, I see, you know. So it's not like, oh, you know, I just came in and I'm saying, oh, I'm a boss, and I'm like, you guys gave me that title, you guys gave me the Queen of Chicago, like, you guys did that. I had no parts in that. I just, you know, I just stick to who I am, what I believe in, and, you know, I have a heart to, like, I just like having a good time. Like, even though it's work for me, a lot of times people be like, how can you not, like, when I'm if I'm at a party or if I'm at an event, like, I love to see like visions come to life, but at the same time, like, it's work for me, so like I'm not probably having like the best time like you guys
Right. That we think you might be having because you
have.
be stressed out. Yeah. Do you think you'll ever pursue acting again? You think that's something that you want to do later on in life?
Maybe, maybe. I always dreamed of like one day like winning an Oscar. I'm just going. I don't know. I just put that out there.
Put it out there, shit.
I mean, anything is possible. You know,
Yeah.
really good at it. I'm really, really good at it. If I ever was, you know, offered that chance, I probably would. You know, I would. Yeah, yeah.
What else do you have coming up? Anything that we need to know? You got a book coming out. You stay doing an event. You're working with Cavassier. Matter of fact, I need to talk to you about my event coming up. Hey, Miss
Yes,
Cameron.
yes, yes. Your anniversary party, right?
It's coming.
Yeah.
It's a coming. I'm still trying to figure out what the hell I'm doing, but it's a coming.
Um. Actually, so yeah, so the Mother's Day event, and actually, if you know, if there's any moms out there, I was doing it on a bigger scale where we had ticketed tickets, and, you know, but because of, you know, still some issues with, you know, the pandemic and things like that, I decided to just go ahead and make it more private and a more intimate setting. But if there is any mom that's listening to us now that is interested in, you know, coming to the event on Saturday, you can just shoot me a DM or shoot the Mackey Firm Instagram a DM, and we, you know, I'd love to accommodate you guys. Um,
Oh,
yeah, so I mean, again, like, you don't have to be like in the who's who or, you know, popular, you know what I'm saying? Like, at the end of the day, like, we as women, as mothers, we all deserve
that is the who's who.
a little appreciation. You know, a little appreciation goes a long way. So, but next week, the 16th, I'm doing a day party over at Deuces in Wrigleyville. We have
You sure are, because what time is it?
at Deuces.
Yeah.
I believe it's from 3 to 8. It's gonna be
Yeah, I'm gonna stop by because I'm having a tea party on that same day. But I was like, yeah, I want to go to this. So when I leave my tea party, I'm gonna come slide on you.
yeah, we have the new girl. She's up and coming artist, Ruby Rose. So we have her as a guest host. The last one we did, we had Miss Lyra Galore.
Yes.
I like I used to have 2 and 3 weeklies, you know, now that, you know, I'm a mom, and, you know, I'm trying to do this family life, you know.
You gotta take it all in stride.
Okay, like, I'll do it like once a month, maybe twice a month, you know. It's
So,
go ahead.
no, go ahead.
Oh, no, no, no. I was just saying, like, you still need that, you know, outlet. So
Absolutely. And you still need to keep it going. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because Dior's name ain't Dior for no reason.
Oh,
So,
well,
uh,
yeah. Well, her. I just switched the letter at the end to make it her dad's name. It came out to be Dior. It wasn't like after the designer. I want.
no, but I'm saying though, babies cost. So you still gotta,
Yes, yes, for sure.
yeah, babies cost. Even though they might be that big, they cost this much. So yeah,
Yes. Child care, all of that. I'm like, hold on, wait a minute. I'm like, do y'all got scholarships? Because she's smart.
for daycare, period. I'm not mad.
Right.
So before we get into our few little thick girl Thursday questions,
Okay.
what is the biggest misconception about you that people might just think about and that they have no idea?
I think people maybe perceive me as possibly like well, like I guess look, let me say the right thing. Um Maybe standoffish, maybe uh bougie. I've heard that. Intimidating, maybe like I don't speak or I'm not approachable really. But again, that's I feel like my social media kind of does that, or the way you pose or the way you look or the way you dress. And in actuality, like when people do get to know me, they're like, oh my god, like you're quiet and you're sweet and you're kind of shy. And I'm like, yeah, like this is me. But like when Beyonce performs, she's you know what I'm saying? But when she's at home, she's just B. So like that's me. Like, at the end of the day, like, I do have, a job, or, when I'm out, I might be focused. I'm not necessarily not trying to not speak to you or not, and not like I see so many people, sometimes I forget who people are. And like that's the biggest thing. Like I've gotten into some interesting conversations because I really forgot like who these people were, and like they probably like, she acting funny, she didn't speak to me. I'm like, no, I really don't remember. I really don't remember who you are. But that's something that I have worked on. I feel like if anybody know me out there, I feel like I have gotten better in that area. Like, I'm more like, speak, more friendly or more speaking, because at the end of the day, like even if I don't, necessarily know you personally, I don't ever want to seem like, like I'm not approachable, or I'm not,
Right.
because I even had a conversation not too long ago, and I think the biggest intimidation is people thinking like, oh well, she's not going to talk to me if I'm not popular, or if I'm looking a certain way, if I don't have a certain accolade, or what I'm saying. Like that's not the case at all. That's why at the end of the day, like even right now, like I if you reach out to me, if you DM me, or like I'm going to respond. Like if I helped so many even women in different positions, or gave different women opportunity that people would have never gave. You know what I mean? So like that's not me. And a lot of times people judge a book by its cover, and we need to get out of that, especially as women. Like we need to stop sizing each other up, or basing our judgment on how somebody look, or what they might heard about them. Like at the end of the day, you might be missing your blessing because you're afraid to approach this person or talk to this person. So we need to like shake that off and let that go. I don't know who I'm talking to right now, but
No, you definitely are speaking to, yes, to the
because
city of Chicago.
yeah, no,
Like, the
like,
city of Chicago, period.
yeah,
Yeah,
to like,
definitely. And I agree with you wholeheartedly. This city, and it's some weird ass motherfuckers out here, just period. So I'm glad you addressed that and said that.
have to.
Um,
Like life is too short, and it's really no reason. Like people walking around not like other for what? For no reason at all. And you know,
Or judging people based off of what they wearing and what they look like.
exactly. And
Yeah.
women, like, we just have to, you know, do a better job of keeping ourselves in check. You know, it's, we can't preach women empowerment and be
And
snide.
be a mean girl. I'm
It's,
so sick of that shit.
yes, yes,
So sick of that shit. If you don't stop throwing these
yeah.
women empowerment
Even myself.
events and your ass is mean as a fucking snake. Yes, knock that shit off. You know me, I'm super honest. I hate that shit.
No,
I be like, well.
you're absolutely right. And that's why even now, you know, I'm just so thankful and blessed to, you know, be in a position to be able to build my own table and be able to bring different people to the table and different opportunities, because I've been that person I've been her. You know what I mean? I've been, oh, we don't accept you because of what you look like or how you dress, or you
Or
know,
who you're with, or who they
exactly.
think you with, or
And you know, again, like, we need to like break that like generational negativity mess, like that's stuff to go. So
yeah, I agree. Stick to the bag and stick to being nice. God shines on you when you're nice. You
and,
know what I'm saying?
like, we're so caught up in, like, you know, a lot of people are caught up in, like, oh well, you know, not, I don't even know why I'm going into this, but like, not giving and not sharing and not and being uptight. Yes, you need to be protective of your brand and of your resources, but at the end of the day, God only puts you in a position to be a blessing to others. That's our life's
Yeah,
mission. You know what I mean? When, even as you're a mother, like, you're sowing a seed. Like, you have to give. You have to give to keep giving. Like, you can't hold everything in. So I don't know who that's for, but amen.
somebody needed to hear that. Facts, big facts. Period with a T.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hmm.
That was 100% needed, and I'm so glad you said it. Shouts out to my Facebook Live family down below. I hope y'all getting all of this. Um, so now the fun part. I'm gonna take it kind of easy on you. Hey y'all, all right? Hey Uncle Big Head. Um, yep. So I'm gonna take it kind of easy on you because I know, yeah, I know, but you still gonna get it though.
Okay.
But these are called Thick Girl Thursday questions. And for those that don't know, real quick, Thick Girl Thursday is for women whose hearts, dreams, and aspirations are as big as their hips and their asses. So it's my little motto. So these questions have no right or wrong answer. It's the first thing that you think of. It's quick, to the point. We're gonna wrap it up because we just been talking and I looked at the
Oh,
time like, oh shit. So yeah.
right.
Okay, first question. You ready?
Okay.
Naughtiest place you ever got busy.
Mm. A restaurant.
Hmm. You was in the kitchen. Okay. Thank you, Kingpin. Favorite position.
Sleep.
Good answer. Good answer. Good answer. Like my one guest that I had on, she was like CEO. Good answer.
Sleep. Sleep.
Um, celebrity crush.
Um, my guy. He's my, even though he's retired now, but like, when I first seen him, like, that's why I have a baby now. I'm like, I wasn't used to dating attractive
Way to
people.
play it safe. I love it. You never disappoint. You never disappoint. So smart. You a smart little motherfucker. I swear to God. My girl. Okay. Are you a giver or a receiver?
Um, I,
See?
just based off our conversation, you gotta let it go. So you gotta give it away.
Cool. And I think that's it.
Yeah. Oh, you know what? I couldn't get to you, but I wanted to you. I know you came to the last event that I did with Womanish.
Yes, I'm about to do a photo shoot with them too.
Shout out to Womanish.
Shout out to Womanish. I'm about to do a photo shoot with them. I can't wait.
Yes, we just did an event with them with my girl Drea. We did an influencer night, but
And I wanted to come, but I couldn't come because I was under construction.
yes. But that's okay. That's good. So
Oh, that's for me.
yeah, so
Ah, that's for me.
yeah, so I was gonna Uber it to you.
You're so sweet. Thank you, boo.
Yeah, so it's a whole bunch of goodies in here. I got you.
You about to try and get me in here
Yes,
fucking fighting off the ground. I'm just...
I got you a flask that you can
Oh, oh.
drink. You got a little sip when you're doing your next interview, you know.
Ah.
We got your shaker. It's so many things. And then we got some cool stuff in here because
Oh my goodness.
it's like peace and
Oh, how nice.
you know, so while you there, you know, under construction, you can, you know.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah.
I love it when people consider me and I'm thought of. Oh, yes. Yes, I love it.
So this is Harriet Tubman on $1 Million Bill.
Yeah.
You know what? Like again, like this is great. Your show is great. You know, we gotta
Thank you.
So this is just, you know, all things about like womanish, and you know, Cavassier and myself, we partner up with them, and you know, so I'm excited to give you this.
I'm excited to receive it. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And ladies, if you haven't been to the Womanish exhibit, oh man, I went and did a live interview there for Thick Girl Thursday. It was amazing. Please go. Take your daughters, take your nieces, make it a girls trip. Please go and experience. 2 young Black women have came up with this exhibit. It is amazing. You got to check it out. I love you, Brooke. Thank you so much for joining me, girl.
And then
And we're going to be collabing, y'all, doing something in the near future, the 2 of us. So make sure you keep your eyes and ears open because it's going to be lit.
yes, and I need that filter because somebody said you got diamonds in your eyes. I want some diamonds.
Girl, I'm going to give it to you, honey, because listen, let me tell you, it is everything. Everything. And speaking of everything, next week we got Young Devin in the building. She's so dope. New artist, man. Check her out, Brooke. She is the shit. Don't forget, this is a live podcast, so please make sure you check us out on Spotify, Apple, Google, all the podcast outlets. And if you're looking for sponsorship, we're doing that too. So DM me, hit me up. Again, thank y'all. I love you guys so much. Next week, Thursday, same time, same place, 7 o'clock. Big Girl Thursday. God is good. Love y'all so much. Brooke, I love you. I'm going to hit you.
Okay.
Anything else you want to tell everybody? Tell everybody how they can find you and what you got going on and about the Mackey firm.
Yeah, you can find me on my Brooke on Instagram or my company's page, the Mackey Firm. That's where we share all of our latest events, you know, things that we're doing. So yeah, oh, and then I'm also releasing the link so you guys can get the first release of my book. It's gonna be coming out soon, maybe sooner than you think. So
yes. Thank you again. Congratulations on everything. You have exceeded my expectations. I'm so proud of you. You're a workaholic and you go hard, so I know it's more in the future to come. I'm so proud of you. Keep going. And thank you for coming on Thick Girl Thursdays.
Thank you.
Love you all. See you guys next week. Kiss the baby. I got to get her something.
She's all the way upstairs. I would have grabbed her.
Kiss her, and Auntie Frankie is going to get her something soon. So okay. I'll be seeing you. When I see you, we can exchange gifts.
Okay, sweet. Okay.
Okay. All right. Works for me. Okay. Bye, y'all. Love y'all.
Bye.